Guys, I swear King Zuva is really, really good. I get that his play rate isn't that great, and neither is his win rate, to be honest. But hey, I've done some pretty crazy stuff with him. Check this out. And I know that pretty much every pro says that he's not good,
King Zuva, I really don't like this character.
but dude, I literally made this guy rage quit. I mean, you gotta check this out.
I don't want to do this no more.
And I'll be honest with you, he got nerfed to a brutal extent after his release. But check out this sweet clip I hit on this guy.
Corporate called, you're fired. Oh dear.
And he has hammer, which means you can do all the cool stuff like Russian mafias and killing really early. And really guys, I swear he's so good. I've been playing him for a really decent amount of time and I've enjoyed it a ton. His hammer kit is great, and is this thing on? Can anyone hear me? What is this? One look at King Zuva's stats is enough to tell that he is designed to be a heavy hitter legend. I personally use the damage stance on him because I think it fits his archetype, but in truth, any of the stances work. Speed, because speed is always helpful. Defense, because defense is always helpful. And dexterity also helps in this situation because King Zuva can feel a little slow. King Zuva feels slow for several reasons. His low dex, his very slow signatures on boots, and the fact that hammer has very slow aerials. In the time it takes a hammer Sair to land, the opponent can already build a car to drive away from it. But when King Zuva hits, he hits hard, especially on hammer, making him one of the most satisfying legends to play in my opinion. You may have noticed from my clips that literally all of them are on hammer, and that's because King Zuva's boots suck ass. Boots are supposed to be fast like a machine gun, but the thing is, on someone with such low dex, it's like a machine gun with a low rate of fire. It defeats the purpose of the weapon. It's not fun to play at all. As I review King Zuva's signatures, I'm going to alternate between the boots and the hammer sigs, because as you'll find out, all the hammer sigs are good, and all the boot sigs suck. D-sig is not only boring, but not particularly useful as well. The best that can be said for it is that it has an okay hitbox and it's moderately fast. And I found that the angle isn't particularly useful, and it doesn't kill at 130 HP. And then there's N-Sig on hammer, which is an absolute beast of a move. This covers a deceptively large area with an absurd hitbox. To be honest, this can be thrown out after almost any move on hammer if the opponent has a jump reaction. Boots N-Sig looks really cool until you see the hitbox on it. Although this has a ton of force, the angle that it hits at is so just dumb that it just kills at a normal percentage, around 130 HP. Still, a signature that's diagonal on boots is always helpful, and it's a good way to catch people floating in the air. I don't have any other way to put it. Side signature is just good. It kills early, covers tons of space, and is a two-part signature. This thing is absurdly easy to hit in-game. Boot's side sig is insulting. It takes 7 Martian years to come out, and when it does come out, it has this feeble hitbox that doesn't match the animation at all. This thing is pathetic. Down sig is one of those moves that make me want to say Zooey Mama. This is a 3-part signature, and it kills an orange. Have you ever wanted to, cover the entire stage? Because this is probably your best bet to do so. Because King Zuva is fairly slow, it's very easy to get caught into combos or wake-ups from your opponent. But you need to remember, if you get frustrated, that you are doing absurd amounts of damage with every hit. A Sair or Nair on hammer does anywhere from 24 to 25 damage per hit. That is 5 hits, and they're in kill percentage easily. But this damage comes at a cost. Unlike other legends like Yumiko or Cassidy, where you can throw out moves with relatively low chances of getting punished, King Zuva, with his low dex and low speed, needs to be very careful about what moves he throws out. Key to his playstyle is using Nair correctly to cover the air, forcing your opponent to go onto the ground and face the stronger part of the hammer's kit, downlight and sidelight, which is less dramatically affected by this low dex and low speed. Speaking of Nair, for some reason whenever I play King Zuva, I get the opportunity to hit the funny. What is the funny, you might ask? Well, it's a 3-part true kill confirmed that happens on Hammer in the late barbecue sauce color health. I think it's really funny because it's completely unavoidable, and I get it a lot more on King Zuva because of the excessive damage. There is truly only one legend with a hammer like King Zuva's, and that would be Taros. When deciding between the two for a fun hammer legend, Taros seems like the better option. He has better stats, he's won more tournaments, and he has a backup weapon that doesn't frankly suck. And yes, Taros has more forceful sigs and honestly sometimes more useful sigs in neutral than King Zuva. But as much as I shit on the boots kit of King Zuva, it still is refreshing to pick them up, especially when you're getting punished by an annoying weapon like guitars that are difficult to play against with a heavy weapon. King Zuva has a very high gimp potential as a legend with 2 spiking downward sigs, which Taros really doesn't have except with his weird end sig. Thus, Taros is more of a win neutral sort of legend, and King Zuva is more of a clip/get gimps legend. Playing King Zuva feels really unique compared to other legends. It feels like a challenge that actually comes with rewards with some really cool clips and very early kills if done correctly. And considering that pretty much every other legend that has been released recently has been absolutely broken, it's a breath of fresh air to have something that's fun and unique. And to be honest, he's fun but without the cost of being bad. Although his boots kit isn't great, his hammer kit is still one of the best in the game. And I hardly see King Zuvas in queue ever. There are only 2 level 100 King Zuvas in the world, one who is an absolute sweat and one who is hard stuck platinum. As you can see, this legend needs more representation. So if you like Hammer or are just looking for a new legend in general, I really urge you to play him because he is super fun. Alright buddy, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of my video. Right